Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. Take whatever resonates from the reading and leave what doesn't. If you would like to watch the link to the extended or if you would like to book a personal reading, you can find both of those links down in the description box below. All right, let's go and jump right in, see what's going on for you this week. Okay, so just a quick reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Comment down below letting me know how this reading resonates for you. And of course, if you do enjoy these readings, make sure to give this video thumbs up, like, subscribe, that notification bell, all that good stuff. It really helps support me and the channel. Thank you all so much. All right, first, let's start off with your dominant energy. Okay, so let's see. You are starting with the dominant energy of the drumroll. And you have your inner child healing. Okay, so let's see what that's all about. So the number 23, how does that number resonate for you? Also the number 23, 3 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5. A lot of changes. This is going to be a very big week for changes, okay? Whether expected, unexpected changes, go with the flow, okay? Because these changes are trying to take you to where you need to be. And it has to do also with your inner child healing. So as you can see in this image, there's a little girl. She's wearing like a Superman cape. Okay, so healing that inner child. Let's see. It says you're going inside to explore your authentic feelings and the parts of you that may have been rejected and labeled as inappropriate or too much by others, especially by our caregivers. So this is a very important week for you to really kind of go into introspection, okay, the shadow parts of you that perhaps you've been suppressing, deeper feelings, thoughts, emotions that you've been suppressing, you haven't really paid attention to, that for a lot of you, it has to do with your upbringing. It can go all the way back to when you were a child. It can go back to generational trauma. It can go back to, it's all about, your inner child. So going inside yourself this week is going to be very important to really explore how you authentically feel about yourself, about your life, about a partnership, about a situation, about your money, finances. And instead of ignoring those parts of you that perhaps you've been ignoring because perhaps those parts of you shoved down as kind of, a lot of people, in fact, everybody, we do this unconsciously, okay? When we feel threatened, when we are around people that we don't feel safe with, when we are a child especially, we use this protective mechanism where you ignore, right, the drama, you ignore what was done to you, you ignore what was said to you, but at some point, you can't keep ignoring it as you keep growing older, right? If somebody told you that you weren't worthy of something when you were a child, if somebody did something to you, whether as a child or just recently, okay, you've got to bring all that out. And so these are the parts of us that may have been rejected or labeled as this is wrong, you are wrong, you're not worthy, inappropriate, you're too much, why are you doing this instead of that, right? And so this is something here that's going to come up this week in order for you to heal it, not ignore it. Okay, it says here, I have made and used excuses in order to control or sabotage my connections, but now I'm realizing the only way to heal is to mend, to acknowledge, and to forgive my past. So for a lot of you guys, this could be you, or this could be someone that you are dealing with. For a lot of you, it is you. And this is about don't keep making those excuses because you keep self-sabotaging yourself. Going back into connections, recycling circumstances of the past with new people in your life. Why do you keep going into these kind of repetitive cycles that end up not working out for you, and self-sabotaging yourself? Why do you keep doing whatever it is that is not good for you? Keep going into connections with people, situations that are not good for you. Now is the time to realize that the only way out of this is to heal, is to mend, and to acknowledge, to become aware of these things, and forgive your past, forgive yourself for not knowing better back then because you were a child, for, your parents not knowing better because that you experienced a version of them that perhaps was not ready. They weren't evolved, or that partner that you were with, or you not being ready enough to say no when you wanted to say no, or perhaps whatever else, right? But this is all about inner child healing. Let's go ahead and see. Your reading is definitely starting off with a very deep message. This is going very deep. Now, the Nine of Pentacles, this is going to be very fruitful week for you. Okay, this is all about your independence. This is all about, self-love, self-care. Some of you guys are single right now, or recently single, or are thinking about this. It could be the fact that maybe you've been working for a boss or a company, and now you're like, you know what? No, why am I here if I don't feel happy? I feel like I have ideas that need to be put out there into the world, and so a lot of you guys are thinking about, going into something on your own, by yourself, either being single or doing, going into a project here on your own, starting a project on your own, and then bringing in your own group of people, your own tribe. For others of you, you want to start your own business. And for those of you guys who have already been putting in the work and the effort into healing, into transforming, yourself, this is going to be a very exciting week for you to celebrate. This is all about, the fruits of your labor, finally seeing the payoff. This is going to be a very big week for payoff, right? Somebody here who owes you money, perhaps, your business finally starts bringing in money. For others of you, attention, positive opportunities. But this is all about you enjoying the fruits of your labor, self-love, self-care, independence, individuality, that kind of thing. This is all about, your authenticity and showing up in the world as yourself, your true authentic self, not dimming your light, not being afraid of what they think, what they say, but just being true to you, right? Being in alignment with yourself. This is beautiful energy, you guys. And of course, a lot of money. Look at that. Pentacles, prosperity, you feeling abundant. The money finally coming in, opportunities finally flowing towards you. Okay. Now I see here also, the situation is pertaining to the Seven of Pentacles reverse. So there's a situation pertaining to something that you've been putting in a lot of work in, a lot of effort in. And right now you're kind of like thinking, should I throw in the towel? I think I want to throw in the towel. For a lot of you guys, you are giving up on something. You're like, you know what? I'm done with this person. I'm done with the situation. I'm done with this drama. I'm done with this job. I'm done with this career, right? I keep putting in effort. I keep putting in work and I don't see it growing. I don't see it happening. Let me just, instead of putting in all this energy, all this money, all this love, all this work and effort into that company, into that person, into that relationship that's not giving me anything in return, let me grab all that energy and put it into me. I'm going to put the money into me. I'm going to, invest into myself. I'm going to invest emotionally, financially, right? So you're starting to realize, why am I expending all this time, energy, money, love into the outside world, into these other people that are not giving back to me, right? When I could simply give to me and then attract what's for me to me, right? So I feel like a lot of you guys are having this epiphany moment and you're quitting something, you're giving up on something. You're like, you know what? No more. Because you feel like there's nothing growing out of it, okay? Now, here with the Three of Cups, this is all about your challenge. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you to feel like you want to go out with people, meet new people, socialize. It could be a little bit difficult for a lot of you also to, say yes to invitations, to opportunities, because you're going through some kind of transition period. For some, you could be saving your money. You're like, you know what? No, I'm done spending my money just to spend my money. I'd rather save my money and invest it wisely, right? For others of you guys, you're done with the sleepless nights, the staying up all night or partying too much, being around toxic environments, toxic people that, they're there for you whenever, you're okay with self-sabotaging yourself, with spending all this money, but when you really need that person or these people, they're not there for you. They don't show up. And I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of like realizing that already. For some of you, it could be challenging for you because there is a third party situation that's only for a very small group, which we will see. Okay, now the Temperance here showing up in your wishes and desires. You desire more peace. I feel that you're kind of like over it. You're like, okay, yeah, I want my life to be exciting, but I also don't want it to be dramatic, right? I feel that for a lot of you guys, you are kind of like desiring more peace in your life. You want to create more balance in your life. For others of you, you do desire some kind of a compromise. You're like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'm willing to compromise. I do desire to compromise with something in my life or someone in my life if they bring me peace, if they bring me, you know, if they put in the right effort that I'm putting into them. I see here that you desire also for some of you guys patience. Okay, you want to be more patient with yourself. I feel like you're kind of like tuning into the energy of like, okay, I don't want to be restless, because when I've done restless things, when I've acted in restless ways, it doesn't turn out good. So I feel like right now you're kind of like switching it up, you know, for yourself. It could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. I see also the sign of Aries. It doesn't have to be whatever other sign this is. The Fool here, yeah, so this is the root of the issue. I feel that the root of the issue pertains to the fact that you've already been there, done that. You're like, okay, you know what? I've been foolish already. I've, you know, you've taken leaps of faith without thinking much. You've done foolish things. You've said foolish things. You know already what this energy is like, and you're like, been there, done that. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay. I feel like for a lot of you guys, again, like I said, you no longer want to continue investing in people, places, situations that are not going to be beneficial for your future. And you're no longer, it's like you're refusing to be foolish this time around. Okay, whether that's towards love, relationships, career, finances, friends, family, whatever this is, or every single category. Now, in your recent past, you have the Four of Wands. So yeah, in the recent past, I see here that you were part of some kind of beautiful union, whether you were married to somebody, whether you were part of like a group of people, a community. There was a lot of happiness, joy, fulfillment within this partnership, within this community type of environment, whether that was your career, family dynamics, a person here that you were with. Okay, I see here that there was some kind of passion. There was some kind of commitment. Okay, some kind of commitment in the recent past. Now, coming towards you, the energy that's coming towards you that you don't see coming is a Two of Swords. You're gonna have to make a decision. Okay, there's a decision that's coming into your life very soon. You will have to make a decision, but I feel like you're gonna find it a little bit difficult. Why? Because in order for you to make the right decision, okay, it means that you're going to have to be honest with yourself. And will you be honest with yourself? Well, that's up to you, right? Because this woman here, she finds it hard to be honest with herself. She prefers to keep that blindfold on and blame the world and, sit in chaos and conflict in her mind. It's like she's creating her own dilemma in her mind by not making the right decision because it's hard for her to be honest with herself. So there's a decision here that needs to be made in the near future, but you're going to have to be honest with yourself about this. Stop the denial, cut off that blindfold, and you will free yourself. It's not going to be easy, okay, in the beginning, because I feel that this is a situation where you could potentially, choose victim. So it's some kind of decision here. Do you choose to stay a victim? Do you choose the victimhood mentality? Or do you choose to liberate yourself from that victimhood mentality? However, if you liberate yourself from this victimhood mentality, that will mean that you will have to make a sacrifice, right? It's easier sometimes for people to live in misery than to make the sacrifice to get out of it. And that is a decision that you're going to have to make in the near future. Now, in your subconscious thoughts, look at that. The Ace of Swords, you need to be honest with yourself. I feel like in your subconscious thoughts, this is the energy that is underlying the entire reading. This is basically your subconscious, is where you make decisions from, okay, whether you are aware of this energy or not. The Ace of Swords is you already know the truth. You know the truth of the matter. You know what to say, okay? You're clear, like okay, but again, you're going to act like you don't know because it's a difficult decision that you're going to have to make. But if you want to, again, like I said, it's all about, do you choose to stay a victim or do you choose to liberate yourself? You already know the truth, okay? And it's all about you being honest with yourself about speaking the truth, cutting off people, places, situations, circumstances that you know are not good for you, and being honest with other people, being honest with yourself about this, aligning with that honesty. Don't make decisions based on guilt. Don't make decisions based on, oh, well, what if I end up regretting it? No. It's based on right now, right? There's only the present moment. And in the present moment, this is what matters. In this present moment, what is it that you know to be true? What is it that you know is right, for you to do? What is it that you are 110% in alignment with? And you already know that. It's already in your subconscious thoughts. You have clarity. Now, you have here the Seven of Cups. So this is how someone sees you. Somebody sees that you have multiple options. They think that you might have your options open, or that you're weighing out your options. You may be coming across to this person as you have a lot of options. You still don't know what you want, okay? You're trying to make decisions, to your best capacity. And this individual, whoever sees you in this way, they could also see you as a little bit confused, or they could see you as not really being too focused. This person might be thinking like, well, this person's not really focused in on one thing only. They're not really committing to one thing only. They're kind of like up in the air. So this is how somebody sees you. I'm not saying that that's how you are. I'm saying that that's how somebody sees you. You only know why, okay? Now, it could also be that this person sees you as one of their many options. That's for some of you guys. This person could be the one, with multiple options, and they see you as one of those many options. Now, also here with the Three of Wands reverse, this is your action advice. So your action advice, it's time for you to take action, because I feel that you've been waiting for something to happen, waiting for, to be rescued, waiting for, who knows, you've been waiting for something, okay, but you've already put in the work and the effort, and I feel that right now your action advice is finally take action towards that which you know is for you, in alignment for you. It's time for you to take action right now, because I feel that you've been sitting in, contemplation, overthinking, or, in denial for quite some time. Now, if you do that, look at that, the King of Swords, you're going to make a wise decision. You're going to make a very logical, practical decision. I feel that people are going to see you as, wow, this person really knows what they want. This person really tells it like it is. They're very honest. They're very straightforward, right? Because again, the King of Swords doesn't mess around. The King of Swords, when you ask him something, he will answer you. It's like, this King of Swords energy is you, okay? This is the result. You're going to become wiser. You're going to become smarter. You're going to gain a lot of knowledge, a lot of clarity. So this is a very powerful energy for you. But again, act with your mind, with your logic, with your intellect. Don't allow your feelings and emotions to take over you or your decisions. Now, let's go ahead and go into your final message before we go into the extended. As you know, in the extended, we dive deeper into this entire reading, into this other person's subconscious thoughts and all that good stuff. So let's go and see your final message. What is your final message for this reading? Okay, so here you have no. Wow. Okay, so it says here no. Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Okay, a lot of you, it might be hard for you to say no to something, someone, a group of people, but this is going to be a very important week for you to be honest with yourself and say no, okay? Wait, postpone, pause, and say no. Let's go ahead and see what that is all about. Let's get this little booklet here. No. Okay, let's look for that. Bear with me, these cards, even though I love them so much, they don't come with a number, so I literally have to go one by one until I find it. Okay, here we go. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. You are being called to either pause or say no. Saying yes to something that is not in alignment with you will drain your energy and your time. So hold out for a congruent alignment that is 100% yes, because right now you still don't know. So say no. Often, when we are looking for guidance to make a decision, it can be frustrating not to move into clear and considered action. However, timing is everything, and not receiving clear guidance is actually guidance in itself. We all go through times known as waiting periods. These times are crucial for our body to regenerate, the new path to formulate, and the universe to begin creating things on our behalf. You do not need to be plowing forward all the time to move forward. A potent congruent yes, when the time is right, will put you ahead leaps and bounds. Don't force things now just because it seems like the only option. Take a breather and wait. The waiting is actually very productive, for when the time for movement comes, you will be ready to dive right in. So use this time to regenerate and ponder, what do you really want? Consider the options. If the options are not clear yet, don't fear, because this time it is a gift. Use it to tend to your garden and take a rest, to take a moment from your busy life to clear decks and prepare for the time in the future. For come spring, clarity will bloom, and you will have the reserve space and drive to say yes and act and move quickly. So your work of light right now is say no, postpone, or wait. This is what I have for you. Thanks for watching, and let's jump right into the extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at GenaMoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at GenaMoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.